I'm here at the residence of the former Chief Minister and the leader of the All India Trinamool Congress Meghalaya unit, Dr Mukul Sangma, to speak to him about the recent political development in the state of Meghalaya. So, Doctor, how do you see this recent political development in our state?
If you're talking about recent political development pertaining to the decision of the 5 members of the CLP, well, it is nothing surprising for me. I knew that this was going to happen, and I knew it because, interestingly, the Indian National Congress was from 2 different directions, parleying with NPP. And not only for the context of Meghalaya politics, but even to have certain kind of understanding between the 2 parties in respect of Manipur. You are aware that Manipur is having these assembly elections. So these whole backdoor parleys have been on for quite some time. And since I am aware of that, I was aware of that, I am still aware of that, it's nothing surprising.
And so, do you see this recent joining of the 5 remaining Congress MLAs with the MDA government? Do you see it as, the end of the Congress in our state?
Well, every political party will have their own way of dealing with the challenges. Congress is also an old, grand old party. It has its own people to definitely navigate through this kind of challenges, provided they know how to navigate during this kind of crisis. Every political party will go through a crisis, irrespective of which political party it may be, regional, national. So we'll look at how they respond to this kind of situation and how they navigate the whole future political move to remain in circulation.
And sir, just after these 5 MLAs had joined the MDA, the AITC took to Twitter and tweeted that the AITC is the only option, the strong opposition to counter the ruling coalition.
You look at the whole political scenario now. What is going to unfold in the long run is that everybody, or in other words, all the political parties are together with the government, except us. So that means whether the regional parties or whether the national parties, irrespective of their diverse ideological stand and values, they have come together. For whatever reason, you'll have to be analytical. There cannot be any other reason, but the reason can be only because they want to be in power. It's very difficult for people to remain in opposition unless they are fully committed to serve the people, irrespective of where they are, whether they are in opposition or in the ruling. They have to be fully committed to respond to their call of duty, whether they are in the government or in the opposition. Now, I know all of them. So it's very difficult for some of the leaders to remain in opposition because they are probably too intoxicated with power. But one must be realistic. Every political party will have to be prepared to be either in opposition or in the government, based on the mandate of the people. But here you see these 5 legislators have been influenced to be in the government. And from the statements that we could, draw a conclusion was that, okay, they wanted to be in the government. They don't want to be in the opposition. Therefore, despite the need to get any green signal from the High Command, they have gone on their own. And all of them are today in government. But the fact is that irrespective of whether the government is a government which is installed through the manipulation by the BJP or not, they have chosen to be with them. Therefore, the ideologies and values have gone for a toss. And that is not something which people expected. Every political observer, probably, if you go by the narratives, all the comments that's available for you to see, and draw a conclusion is available for all of you.
So, if you talk about the AITC, there have been talks and rumors going around about the AITC central body becoming a divided house, divided into Prashant Kishore and Abhishek scam, and one is Mamata scam. So, do you think this will create ripples in the state of Meghalaya as far as AITC is concerned?
See, I've been in talk with all our central leadership, party leadership, and the party desires to have certain amendment of the constitution. They're working on it. There will always be certain amount of difference of opinions pertaining to some particular issues when there is a new initiative. These are a natural process through which any political party has to go through. But that doesn't have any ramification in as far as the unity and harmony of the party leadership is concerned. What is being projected in the paper always also have to, media always also have to work on stories, and some of them are on speculation. And speculative reporting has always been there. And one speculative reporting will generate, the ripple effect, and that's how the whole, during the age of this technology and communication, where social media can actually cover everything within a short span of time. I think whatever happens, even a issue which should not be drawing the attention of the media also goes beyond a certain limit. Yeah.
So, last but not the least, how do you see the prospect of the All India Trinamool Congress in Meghalaya given the current political situation in our state, and especially in the run-up to the 2023 elections?
Yeah. Let me be very practical. Now you have a government, the incumbent government. The overall perception about the government, keeping in mind various issues which are confronting the state, confronting the people, particularly the areas of concern which revolves around the frustration and anger amongst the youth, is indicative that there are majority of the people who would like the government to go. And I'm telling you this, majority of the people want the government to go. Majority of the people in the state will go ask for a change. Now, people must have option when they want to have a change. And that option also revolves around the trust and confidence on the people who lead a political party. Now, you have here now only two camps. One is the ruling conglomerate, because even the Congress is part of the ruling conglomerate now. The other part is only us. Only us. So, therefore, I think as far as Meghalaya is concerned, all the politicians are known. People know each and every politician. People also know what is happening in the corridors of power. What is the main focus and priority of these people in power? Is it for the larger good of the state? Is it for the larger good of the people? Is the government capable of generating that kind of hope that people will have the trust and confidence on the same bunch of people to give them the mandate again in 2023? All these things will ultimately be the factors pertaining to whatever outcome in 2023 after the elections are concerned. All these outcome will be determined by how people look at this. And therefore, you have one group who would like to continue with the same trend. That means people who want the status quo. But there will be another group who will ask for a change. And the only team which can provide the change is only us. Only us and nobody else. Therefore, we will engage with people, will reach out to the people, will have enough aggressive exercise to connect with the thinking and concerns of the people, and our commitment to serve the people and serve the state with utmost sense of sincerity and commitment, I think people have already tried and tested. They know us. We are not new faces. We are not somebody who have not been tried and tested. So therefore, I have full trust and confidence on the people that people will definitely decide the destiny of the state in the right perspective.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So we've heard from Dr. Mukul Sangma on the current political situation in the state and his opinion and view on the current situation. The state being divided into two camps now, the ruling conglomerate and the opposition. The leader said that everything will be determined in the upcoming 2023 elections. This is Iban Gittiumari for the Shillong Times.